It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
A word with the guys. First question to you, and a nice easy one, Ricky.
Yeah.
Is Virat Kohli at 25 years of age as good as Tendulkar was when he was 25 years of age?
That's a good argument, isn't it, right at the moment? I guess his record probably suggests he's every bit as good. But the one thing about Sachin is he played 200 test matches and made 50 test match hundreds and over 100 international hundreds. So Virat's got a fair way to go yet.
What impressed you most about that innings?
I think the composure throughout was phenomenal, really, and the way he kept his head still on contact with the ball and the speed of his hands through it as well was breathtaking.
Let's have a look at some of the shots that he played in that innings. Mark Butcher actually texts me, and I don't know if you agree with this, he reckons that Kohli, what makes Kohli so good in this form of the game is he never predicts, so the bowlers have got no way of reading it.
No, and the thing, he doesn't play any sort of reverse sweeps or anything like that. He just almost waits for the ball. He has his plan of where he wants to hit it, but he never panics. He doesn't overhit. Look at the way he's just got his wrists over the ball there, and he just manages to find the gaps. So the ball's there. He's got a few options, and he can take the ball wherever he wants with a good pick-up, good head position. And a lot of people can play shots at the top and bat through the middle, but someone who gets you home, there's not a huge amount of people that can finish games off like he's done over and over again.
Intelligent batsman, isn't he, as well?
Yeah, I think the reason he doesn't play any of those dinky shots, he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to play reverse sweeps and lap sweeps. He hits conventional cricket shots for four. I mean, the stats you brought up before, 3 dot balls in his innings today, I mean, that's pretty remarkable, really. That's why these guys, I believe, India have done so well in this tournament. The pressure that other teams have been able to build through their changes of pace and slow bowlers has built up pressure on batsmen, and therefore they've got out. They haven't been able to build pressure on Kohli and Sharma and these boys because they just keep rotating the strike and find the boundary when they need to.
Do you talk about that in your meetings, not getting stuck, rotating the strike? I mean, it sounds easy, you make sure you don't get stuck. In practice, it's not quite so simple.
No, it's obviously something you practice, but it's another thing trying to make sure that as a bowling side and as a unit, you try and create those dots and starve the opposition of runs as well. So it can work both ways, and it's just making sure that in your practice you're trying to find different ways in being able to do that.
You mentioned his head position. Why is it so good in these shots that we've highlighted?
I think the thing about it is that everything else moves at good speed. His hands are obviously very quick, his footwork's sharp, but his head doesn't move at all, and it just makes it that bit easier for him on contact to make a clean hit.
He's got a bit of ego about him, and I say that in the nicest possible way. Where is it? Let's just jump out of that clip here and go on to the next one. Because here we've got Rainer, so a decent slower ball, which he sort of leaves alone and then sort of intimates to his partner, oh, I should have gone at that. And it looks like Kohli said to him, no, you did it right. What are you talking about? Just, just stay calm here. Look, he's taking control.
Yeah, and that's what I actually think India need that sometimes as well, because they've got a lot of people go out, play a lot of shots, and Rainer's a classic one where we go out there and do it. Actually, Kohli's all about just winning the game, getting over the line. We saw him talk about, right, I want to be here. He actually saw one interview where he said that he wanted to win it in the 19th over. He said to Rainer, right, we want to win it before the last over because 8 off the last over against Spain, we don't really want to be in that position. He gets 6 Yorkers in, it's hard work. But he's just so focused on his side winning that game, and he's telling Rainer and everyone else, whoever he's batting with, he won't let them do anything that might mean that won't happen. So I think they need that sometimes.
Have you seen anything in his technique and the way he's playing at the moment that a side can attack?
Well, I think when he comes out of the bat in the final, I think they need to attack him. They need to get him out. Sri Lanka need to get him out. So they need to. They'll try and structure their bowling plans around making sure they've got their best strike bowler available to bowl when Kohli comes out. So Sri Lanka's case, that's more than likely going to be Malinga. Malinga will probably attack his stumps early on. If I was Malinga as well, or if I was Sri Lanka, I'd look at getting something up nice and high around his eye line. We've seen him play a couple of really good pull shots tonight, but they've been from sort of waist-tight deliveries. I'd like to see him test it out a little bit higher early on with